exhaust the ball. Y'all are dribbling the air out of the ball. Right. Y'all dribble the ball 100 times more than another. Bro, 20 years ago? Nah, nobody in this era could have played 25 years ago. We said that.
What's up, world? Welcome back. Charge Game Podcast. Kevin Garnett gives his reaction to Anthony Edwards in the whole Michael Jordan comment back in the day that most of the players were not skilled. And if you know one thing about Kevin Garnett, he does not hold back. He's one of my favorite OG players, guys. And you guys probably already saw the clips of this as this went super viral. Let's get in here so that we can react together as the Charge the Game Podcast family. Make sure you get in here, subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. Thumbs up, like the video. Let's go.
I don't think anybody in this generation could have played like 20 years ago, if I'm being 100. And this is to everybody in our league, Tatum, all y'all. Let me tell y'all something, bro. 20 years ago, bro, you couldn't get to a triple step back. No. You hear what I'm saying to you?
Took them glasses off. Oh, hey, when Kevin Garnett take the glasses off, he is notorious for his storytelling, guys. And you guys can already see that it's about to go there. And I, off the rip, agree with him. I made this in my videos. If you guys haven't been following me, especially when I talk about today's time, I talk about LeBron James. I talk about how these players think that they are so much better than the old school guys. And even the Kobe Bryant, the Allen Iverson, the Kevin Garnett generation would literally dominate because of mentality. The rule changing saves the current NBA now. If you go back to when those guys were super physical, it's no debate. It's no talk. And man, I'm just telling you guys, man, like real recognizes real. And Kevin Garnett is here to just say the silent truth that a lot of these former players know is the truth. And they talk like this in their circles. So let's just keep going.
You couldn't get to a triple step back, and then if you shot that shit, it had to go in. You know why? Because we had efficiency back in the day, my dude, and it was so fucking hard. It was too physical. And guess what? The league had to come off of it for the flow of movement to be able to have scoring go up, which is why we like to sit here and watch kind of the rat race of the high-paced game, right?
Rule change. You hear what he just said? He just said that it was hard. You guys saw the way that they played back in the day. Kobe Bryant shots were so much more difficult than today's time. Like, we think that a difficult shot is a long-range shot. Nobody's guarding you for the most part. You heard what he said. It ain't finna be no triple step back without somebody in your grill, man. Like, straight up, man, preach.
Well, let's not talk about the gamesmanship, and let's not talk about the physicality of the game back then. Real shit, because I only think half these kids in the league could have been on an NBA team 20 years ago. Straight up. The locker room was too, it was too grown. You know what I watched too? You know what I watched? Grown. It was two of them. It was too much of a
Paul Pierce can't say shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's basically saying that in that locker room, he said it's like a fraternity. And if you know anything about a fraternity, some fraternities, the pro fights, whatever you call them, they go through certain hazings where it could be a little physical and mentally emotional. Like if you follow Kwame Brown, you guys know that a lot of his game was mental. He was labeled a bust because of things he was going through mentally with superstars like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. They were very, very tough. And why do you guys think that Michael Jordan just stays out of it? Because he knows that not only the current players, but the media cannot accept reality. They can't take it. And Kevin Garnett is like, besides the game, you had to be mentally ready to even be a part of the locker room.
No, bro, it was a different vibration.
Yep.
David Stern did a great job of taking all of the physicality out of the game. You understand? Freedom of movement means freedom of movement. Man, back in the day when you had to get by Paul, because Paul was squared up with you and ready to slide, and then he could body you, he could poke, he could use his hands, but I can use my hands. I could fight through a screen. Bro, the shit that we saw in the Olympics was similar style play when the guard can ride you damn near over the pink. Yeah. And if you don't know how to get out of that, and like Holiday, when he come out and he get over, he there.
See, and that's why France and Serbia were giving Team USA fits, because they play more old school than today's current time. And the Team USA, trust me, man, LeBron James would have not gone over there without Steph Curry, because we saw in my opinion, the Olympic MVP, Steph Curry, how he saved their ass the last 2 games. And if it was not for Steph Curry, the way that Kevin Garnett is describing the more physical play over the international playing style, I don't think that we would have gotten gold. Okay, they have the old school mindset overseas. They do. They have how we used to play. They currently play, and they still have finesse. You know what I mean? So I agree.
The levels in which you had to be not only strong enough but skilled enough to get by the in front of you. You understand? And then they ain't never seen a 6'7" Rodman guard you. Bro, I see. And you know, you're in the scout report. We know you go left. We know you can finish right, but you go left to pull up. Bro, everybody knows. Bro, niggas watching the games back then. Isaiah Thomas and then the Dumas, man. Dumas shut Jordan down. Bro, they was coming to the lane, bro. You might get your nose broke trying to dunk. You understand? Dwayne Wade broke Cole's nose in the All-Star game.
And you see, guys, the difference from just their era versus today's time, where the lanes are wide open. The referee is going to blow the whistle if somebody touches a hair on a player. They're kicking out their toes to draw a foul, kicking their legs out. Everything is whistle, whistle, whistle because the league is so soft. And that's why I always talk about the WNBA being more fun. It's more fun to watch because it's more gladiator. There's a reason that basketball comes behind football. Football is more still original and baseball, but baseball isn't as gladiators. But I would say for the most part, man, football and the WNBA, especially now that I'm watching the WNBA, is more galvanizing than the NBA. You guys let me know in the comment section if y'all feel the same way or if I'm tripping. Like, let me know. When I watch the women in the WNBA, they bang, okay? The scoring is right where it should be. In the 90s, in the 80s sometimes. But that lets me know that everybody is playing versus finesse. These GMs, owners, whatever, commissioners of the NBA really do like this high-scoring style. But to me, in my opinion, and probably guys who grew up watching the game the way I did, I personally think that it's disrespectful.
Bro, it's just different. It was very different back then, bro. Real shit. I'm talking about in the locker room. You can't be on your phone in the locker room. You can't. Bro, 20 years ago? Nah, nobody in this era could have played 25 years ago. We said that.
Thank you. Say it again. Kevin Garnett. Couldn't have said it better myself. Nobody. Not y'all's King James. Not no dang on Kevin Durant. Definitely not Kevin Durant. He's too sensitive. No matter how great of a player that they are now, you have to think about the mentality, the pressure, like the way that anybody could get in your face. Everybody was Patrick Beverly, Draymond Green, who Draymond Green to me is a fake tough guy, but still everybody was more so like that, aggressive, or Russell Westbrook. That's why I like Russell Westbrook. He's still more original to me as far as his soul. Like his soul screams, play hard every freaking play, or I'm going to get in your face and let you know about it. I appreciate that.
Not just the play and all the skill that everybody got, actually was called bad shots and lack of efficiency. It was until they start fucking with all the data and saying take more threes than 2. And then y'all exhaust the ball. Y'all are dribbling the air out of the ball. Right. Y'all dribble the ball 100 times more than another.
Kevin Garnett letting it out, boy. He said, forget all this. Today is the day I'm going to let y'all hear it. And I appreciate it because everybody's afraid to come out and just say this because they're afraid to offend LeBron James or these players. They sensitive, okay? They're sensitive. Had there not been any rule change, man, I'm telling y'all, like, man, a lot of these players y'all look up to, hey, these stats will be a little different. Super deflated, in my opinion.
Off the bounce. 1 dribble, 2 dribble, 4. Let me see you do that off the bounce. Right. Let me see your skill work off that. I ain't even known it like this, but you can't come from niggas and not expect a rebuttal on shit. Bro, real shit, it was totally different. You had to have that work, and you had to really work on your shit. There wasn't no, you was out 2-3 games, man. Your teammates, hey, bro, what you doing tonight? You going? Nah, I can't go, man. My toenail off, man. I can't. Nah, bro, you can't even come in here and lead no like that. You hear me?
Man, preach. I know that this is a little raw. Kevin Garnett is, what I tell you guys, he's raw. But you see these guys taking load management, and then they try to come and lead the team. I don't think that there is a clear-cut leader in this league right now. Because they like to say LeBron James is a leader, but when I could do the comparisons, no. I think that he's a leader for today's generation. I'll give him that. And I think of who else is out there? I think of the superstars. I think maybe Giannis is a decent leader. I don't know, man. It's just hard for me to tell, man. You think of Steph Curry, but then they say Draymond is the voice of the team and the heartbeat of the team. So I'm just like, bro, like leaders are just different now. These leaders are hybrid. That's what we'll say. These leaders now are hybrid.
You had to strap it up. You had to get out here. You had to dive on the floor. You had to get in the rumble. Yeah, right. Real shit. Man, it was men leading men. Yeah, ain't nothing been in no lockout. And Anthony Edwards don't know what's going on with the league policy. Bro, you understand what I'm talking about? The leader, bro. I can't even have this conversation.
You can't even say it if you ain't watched.
It ain't the same. It ain't the same.
Like, don't say that, and don't say you didn't watch.
Jordan, the only one has skill. Yeah, I know you didn't watch the game.
I know you didn't
saying that.
Damn, Anthony Edwards, man. Anthony Edwards is my favorite player right now, regardless of what Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce are saying. But they just giving him a little OG talk. Because really, guys, those guys on Team USA, they won't go do what Kevin Garnett is doing right now. They're not going to step to him and impress him like a real OG would or a real true veteran of the game would. That's why I appreciate this. It's public humiliation, but it's also a lesson. And it's not really just humiliation. It's just we're going to tell you how we feel, man, because we really don't like you disrespecting the game and the players that paved the way for you, bro. You got crazy money because of what Kevin Garnett had to go through, had to endure in the locker room, diving on the floor. So to this frat, to this fraternities, NBA fraternity, they are going to come out and protect what's theirs. And I appreciate this. I really do.
You know what? Respect to the young fella, man. I don't get on here, and we don't use this platform to douse anything, but I'm not going to start the coding. I'm here to elevate the game. I'm here to help the young players elevate themselves, but it's always different eras. And when you hear Michael Jordan and some of the greats talk about the different eras of play, the 80s was different from the 70s, the 70s was different from the 60s, the 60s was different from the 50s. But in all of it, it had gamemanship, it had aggressiveness, and it had stuff that came with it that you didn't really hear about that you hear now. Man, shit. Half these motherfuckers can't even be in the locker room. Half these comes from no parents and one mom and all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these got their mom and dad, and a lot of these ain't even outside, man. I'm really from the park, man. I'm from Basswood. Really did play a Springfield Park.
Yo, Kevin Garnett, man, hate it or love it, this dude is just straight up telling the truth. And there's nothing wrong with coming from a nice, decent household. But what he's saying is a lot of these players are coddled. They're spoiled. The game is totally different. They wearing finger painting dresses, this and that. You think you would come in the locker room back in their time and do that? The only person that was crazy enough to pull that off was Dennis Rodman. And who was going to fight this dude? At least he was going to wear his skirt and beat your ass on the court. That was a difference. Okay? And he did it when it was just like way before this time era. No social media to react. None of that. You know what I'm saying? So he could do it in privacy. A lot of the times, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I didn't even know he did that until the Last Dance documentary came out. That goes to show you how much other things were more important over that. But man, like, he's right. What he's saying is a lot of these kids aren't battle tested. They're soft, and their game reflects it. I hope that this lights a fire under Adam Silver. Seriously, guys, like I really do, because there has to be some type of change. I know that this world is different. Everybody wants to buy into this and that, if you know what I mean. But we need to bring masculinity back, physicality back. I mean, please.
Man, it was different times. So when I hear these things, they don't add up, because it was a different time of how you played, bro.
Put some respect on the NBA is what he's saying. Damn, Anthony Edwards, you'd have made Kevin Garnett come out like this, man. Damn, Kevin Garnett, hey, man, it is what it is, bro. Somebody had to say it. Anthony Edwards, you still my dog, though. I ain't gonna even fake it. You still my dog. Because I know that you just immature. You ain't got no real guidance. To be honest with you guys, Anthony Edwards seems like he has more heart than a lot of the OGs in the league right now. So he probably feels like he can say this and get away with it. But, you know, sometimes we smell ourselves a little bit and we get in trouble.
He must have been talking about the 60s.
Lord, he feeling himself, and I like that. I like that he feels good. But when you're a savant and you're talking to the league and you spitting different shit, you gotta know what you're talking about. Right. To be in an argument or to be in a discussion of what we're talking about. Right. But to say that they're more skilled, shit. All that shit, James Harden and all that shit. And then too, if you was dribbling the air of the ball, bro, they told you straight up, hey man,
come on, man.
Swing it, man. What you doing?
What you doing?
5 more gyms, you out here? Hold on, I got it. Back it up. What?
Don't miss.
And then we had plays that you had to remember, and if you can't remember the plays, you couldn't be out here. It wasn't all this switching shit. You had actually strategy to where the strategy had to go to 2, 5, 2 and 4, y'all 3 and 4, y'all doing this. Maybe you had a list of shit that you had to be responsible for.
Show that.
Not some, I didn't forget it. You know what? Fuck it, just throw him out there because he's good. Nah, bro, it was a whole nother level of shit. So, know what you're speaking about. But yeah, I root for you, young fella. Just know what you're talking about, young fella.
I feel like I just feel like I just went to school. I feel like I really just went to school, man. Shout out to Kevin Garnett, for, I don't know, this seems like it just was naturally free flowing. It seems like it was organic, man. But I'm glad that this was said because this is going to not only make Anthony Edwards feel a certain way, it's going to actually make these so-called GOATs and so-called all-star superstars in the league feel some type of way. And I got a feeling that this upcoming basketball season, everything's going to be slightly different. And I think that they are going to start back taking the all-star game seriously, especially with talks like this, and especially when they see what Kevin Clark and the WNBA is doing that is putting them to shame. But shout out to Kevin Garnett, man. Couldn't have said it any better. What do you guys think? I know this was epic, man. This was an awesome take, awesome clip. Shout out to all the Smoke podcasts, man, because this is where it was. So you guys tell me your thoughts. Drop them in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. Thumbs up, like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Yeah.